All right, everybody, we are live with Judging for the Win, Judge Dave Plays Pokemon. And I know there's probably a lot of people out there who, maybe they have heard some stuff about Magic, and maybe they're thinking it would be fun to try a different game out. So that's what I kind of thought. I was like, hey, I heard there was this new game coming out that was probably going to be pretty popular. So why don't we try that one out and see how things go? And if you've got stuff that you'd like to talk about in the chat, let's just say the Pokemon games do not have a reputation for being extremely difficult or challenging, so I probably will have enough time and attention span to tab over to see this going on. Is this a stream or Judge Dave tries to reverse engineer the rules of Pokemon based on how the game plays? Well, I have heard that there is a new battle system going on, so I'm probably going to be doing exactly that. I wouldn't say I'm going in like completely blind, but I am definitely going in with like not a lot of information about what we're supposed to have happening or what we're like, what the game is going to look like. So. It's probably going to be fun. Let's see, what language should we play in? I don't think I'm quite ready for the challenge yet. Yeah, not completely blind. We do have like a little bit of information on what's supposed to happen. Choose an option to get started. So, yeah, this is a fun fact. I always choose the one that's in the top left-hand corner for the customization. Here's another piece of Judge Dave lore. I've used the same in-game name for basically every Pokemon game that I've played since Generation 1. So let's see, change hair color, eye color, yeah, okay, great. So, we can't change the language or the name after we start the game. Well, we're going to have to hope that I don't forget how to speak English. So let's see, we're ready to go, and we are going to be playing some Pokemon soon here, I hope. Oh, presented by Game Freak, we're in. So, for a little bit of context here, this is the Switch 1 version of the game, so if it lags a lot, that's probably why. People who have a Switch 2, be sure to let me know whether the performance upgrade would be worth paying like $500. Also, take a look at the exciting Judging for the Win branded apparel here while the opening cutscene plays. It has pockets, and it will be available sometime soon. Look on my Twitter for there's going to be some kind of a form going out where people can order them coming up in the near future. If I was like a real content creator, I would probably have like a little thing on the display talking about that sort of stuff, but unfortunately that is the sort of stuff that real content creators do. I'm just a guy who makes YouTube videos about Magic rules and policies. So let's see here. Strongest Mega Evolution user. Okay. Looks like he was found in the Eiffel Tower. And, ooh boy, we've got an exciting... Okay, well... We're back up. We woke up. Okay. On a train, driving by the same tower. I don't know. What do people think? Do people actually watch these cutscenes, or do they just like skip through them? Usually, I skip through them, but I feel like for a lot of people, this is like an important part of the gameplay experience. So, as a matter of course, I'm letting the cutscene play. But if people think that it's getting boring, we definitely have a controller here with an A button on it. And I'm not afraid to use it, so let's see. Oh, something's about to happen. What's going to happen, guys? Ooh, it's a message saying I should buy a Switch 2. Oh, here we go. The train has arrived in Lumino City. And, yep, that's me. Pretty accurate depiction of my hair. Let's see, do we get to play the game? Oh, we're playing the game now. We're legitimately playing Pokemon right now. Okay, before we were just like watching the cutscene. Alright, now as a video game player, I don't know if everybody else does the same thing, but I have like, every time I start a new level, I always walk the opposite direction from the way that you're obviously supposed to. That's definitely a matter of being conditioned to do that by playing Zelda. Okay, so we get the camera control with a little stick here. Got Staryu. Staryu's good. So I guess like obviously it's like all the same Pokemon. I don't think there's any like new ones here, but Staryu is one of my favorite ones. So you get back on the train. Oh, leave through the ticket gate. Yeah. Alright, so they won't let us get back on the train. No like wasting a bunch of time looking for hidden items and stuff. Let's leave through the ticket gate. Will it let us go back through the ticket gate? It will. Okay. Okay, so those gates are largely cosmetic. Well, let's see what we got. Exciting new world awaits us. Pretty insipid typeface here for the title screen, though. Oh. So, one thing that I like about Pokemon games is definitely the story. And I'll tell you guys a little story. One time I was watching a speedrunner. It was like a Pokemon speedrunner. I think it was Gunner React that said this or something. But like some guy in his chat was like, "Hey, yeah, can you know you're like cutting through all the dialogue boxes too fast, so I can't like keep up with what's going on. Could you talk about like what's going on in the gameplay here?" And Gunner, like a true champion, he's like, "Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna stand here as like a grown man and talk about the story of Pokemon, right? Like that's just stupid. It's some stuff happened, and then that's what we're doing. So okay, we're good to go. Get ready for the spotlight again, you three. Okay, so Chikorita, we got Tepig, we got Totodile, and I suppose I'm probably going to be picking one of these three. Hotel Z. Alright, so we're going to find some random stranger out in the audience and see if they look like they would be okay taking care of some Pokemons. Hey, you there! Wow, this guy definitely looks like a random stranger that I would trust with one of my three Pokemon. You arrived at the Gary Delumios, right? Yeah, sorry to anyone who speaks French here. I do not, so we're not going to be getting a lot of accuracy on the translation there. Judging by that big old travel bag, I got a hunch you are a tourist. I probably am a tourist. Look, the answers both say yes. There's not even no option. Well, if I turned out to be a local, I would have thought I was losing a When do I get to start playing? So you're about my height. We'll look nice standing side by side. Not sure what that's supposed to mean. Before we go out touristing, would you mind helping me out with something? No, I have stuff to do. Just need you to film saying Hotel Z is a hidden gem of Delumios. Staying somewhere else. I just need to hang advertising. You got a model release or okay, lights, camera, action. Looks like wait a minute, the sound from that ad is gonna drown everything out. It's a real shame. See you later. Welcome, people and Pokemon flourish together. Jet. CEO of some company, okay. Pokemon are mysterious and wholly magnificent creatures, that they are. Skidoo. Thrive abundantly right here in our midst. Yeah, so anyway, like Gunner was saying, I've never really been like super invested in the storyline of the Pokemon games. So if you're interested in that, I'll try to be more interesting talking about stuff, but as far as I'm concerned, the actual story of Pokemon games is that you're a middle-aged man and you're trying to get Isekai into a new world where you can be a kid who gets to go on an adventure instead of whatever depressing crap you've got going on in your actual life. So I think that's the real story behind the Pokemon games. And it's a pretty compelling one, I've got to say. It kept me interested all these years later, so. Got some holotech, so you can do some stuff. How's it going, friend? We are just starting on a magnificent adventure. A city more beautiful than before awaits all of us. Well, hopefully we pardon our construction work. Well, hopefully the construction work will let us go to whatever areas that we're trying to go to. Alright, so it looks like we might be in another loading screen. I like how the CEO things, even if the ad didn't keep us from. Okay, great. Is this the new Universes Beyond? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This is the magic crossover that people actually wanted. So, Pokemon and the city are a wonder. I love them both, and let's go on to film. Okay, what's my line again? Hey, my bag got stolen, darn it. Only I didn't get distracted by watching that video. Uh-oh, looks like a Pancham stole my bag. What a mischievous little Pokemon. we're just gonna watch it walk away. We're not gonna chase after it or nothing. No, I did not hire a Pokemon to carry my stuff. Yep, snag my bag. And, boy. Okay, mission 1, get my bag back. Well, hopefully that's gonna work out. Got another loading screen here. Okay. Follow the start of Pokemon. Once we get out of the tutorial, we're gonna have to change the controls to inverted mode so I can actually handle the camera here. Alright, Tepig looks like he lost interest a little bit. Come on, guys, you can do it. Chase after him. Oh, here we go. Someone finally helping me out. Guess this wasn't a wild Pokemon random. Some of these Panchams. Great. Hey, what's my name? It's X. My name? That's been my name in every Pokemon game going back like 30 years. We'll figure this out together, don't you worry. Alright. Come on, Pancham. Even Backpacker like you would be caught dead with this attack. Well. Trying to clean up the ice more. Yeah, okay. Well, it looks like Team Rocket here is, and we got a confrontation. So, looks like we got... We'll return your bag if you fight us in a Pokemon. What if you just gave it to me? 2-on-1. Oh, yeah. Okay, alright. So, obviously, we're going to battle with Pokemon. And, hurry up or it'll be night. Well, I gotta say, the setup here was a little bit on the interesting side. So, obviously, we're going to take Oh my gosh, we gotta go through that. Oh wow. So obviously we're talking to Tepig. The fire type started because that's the objective correct answer. And let's see. Once again, another staunch tradition from the Judge Dave lore, picking the fire type Pokemon in every single Pokemon game ever since Gen 1. So good old me and Charmander. Okay. Gotta order my new buddy Tepig to use its moves to attack new Pokemon. Its HP falls to 0. Okay, I remember that. Okay, I can probably do that. Pancham gave us a shot at revenge and we will not miss. Okay, so... Okay, alright. So... Okay, we got some more A buttons through the... I suppose. And... Okay, too bad I'll beat you before you. Well, hopefully we can beat these bag thieves and take our stuff back because that is much more 3D than I remember. Well, I will say it is more 3D than when I started to, but it's also less 3D than what the most expensive popular 3D franchise. So we hold down the ZL button to target the Pokemon, and we use the A button to attack. Alright, so all our attacks on cooldown, so we just attack. Hello there. Mike's a bit quiet, by the way. Well, maybe we can fix that. Yeah, I basically just used whatever settings that we had available, so hopefully we can get a good balance. People can tell me if it sounds like it's too much or too little. And yeah, I'm more disappointed in myself than in Pancham. You should be. You disappoint me as well. Oh, Andre did not win. I can't believe we 2-0'd these pathetic losers. Okay, well, that's real fun, guys. And, yeah, Pancham says sorry. Well, we got the bag back, and we're probably not going to call the cops on these guys who tried to steal from us, but I guess that's fine. Police in this game are not known for being particularly effective anyway. So we retrieved the travel bag. Yay, we got our bag back. Maybe we'll try just a little bit more. Alright, so we have emerged victorious, and am I missing something? A fist bump. Wow. Winning my first battle. Well, let's just say, honey, this is not the first Pokemon battle that I have done. Why don't I keep Teppig as my partner? We'll be great together. This will be fun. Alright, here's Teppig's Pokeball 2 going around with us. Alright, fantastic. So, I think we're probably, like I said, this is the new battle system. I'm kind of split on how I feel about that, because Pokemon has got a pretty darn successful formula that has been working pretty good for decades now, and changing the formula is not something that should be taken lightly. But at the same time, if you don't change stuff up every now and then, you're gonna like get stale. So I will put it on the record that I was not a big fan of what they did for Legends Arceus, the combat, and this is kind of like basically the same thing, I think. But you know, just the first experience, I think it was all right. I think that in normal Pokemon playthroughs, the tendency is to go like full little kid mode, and you know, only attacking moves, no setup moves. Just pick the move that has like the biggest power and you know, is super effective if necessary. So battle zones are intense. Anyone who finds me in here can challenge me to a battle. But I know a safe place we can go. A safe place, huh? Alright. Chico. Yeah, Toto. Alright, well, get back in the bag, maybe, and we're gonna fast travel there, or we're gonna escape from the battle zone. Well, let's see if I can remember how to move my character. Oh. Oh. Yeah, we definitely are going to move this to inverted control. I don't know why it feels so wrong, but, alright, oh, we're almost there. Another cutscene. Oh no, oh no. Oh, we got challenged to a Pokemon battle. My friend here is a part of it. Can you imagine if like this you know, random NPC rolls out with like a level 100 Mewtwo and just like beats our booty black and blue? That would be a fun you know, twist. Brigette the waitress. Well, let's see what you got, Brigette. Clef, alright, now here's another piece of Judge Dave lore. Clef is one of my biased Pokemon, so we're hopefully going to be doing one of those soon. Okay, so special attacks are... special attacks look like they're ranged. Special attacks it's just that. So far, it does not look like the NPCs are that different. Oh, spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Looks like we got 200 monies from that pathetic component. I don't know if it's me, but I feel like the XP in these games is like more than what it was previously. Like I got up to level 7 off of just 2 battles. There's no way, right? Wasted my precious nighttime on the most useless opponent in the battle zone. Yeah, man. Salt is real. Yeah, yeah, I'm something. Thank you very much. Serious teamwork, yeah. I clicked those buttons. So let's get the heck out of here before someone else comes over. Yeah, it might be someone that has like a level 7 Pokemon. Might be a little harder to beat some. Okay, alright. I gotta say, there's a lot of loading zones in this tutorial. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Oh, look at that. Our BFF, like, took us straight into the danger zone. Yeah, these guys do not look very impressed. Huru. Alright, well, looks like Floette is going to be coming to save the day here. I don't know if we can fight 3 people that have like fully evolved Pokemon. I don't think we're quite ready for that kind of a challenge yet. Floette with a black flower. Don't see that every day. Let's see how it battles. Like, yeah. Okay, can I take the pants here? Don't hit them. Hey, let's hit him. I want to see him. Alright, so that was a solid anime moment there. Up. Our overwhelming power has carried the day. Alright, well that's solid. We take that. So we're walking away and very nicely done, Floette. Maybe you should save the Light of Ruin moves for when it really counts. Yeah, maybe. So apparently 3,000-year-old Floette. Well, that's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting how long Pokemon live. Is that like a canon thing? Maybe all Pokemon live to be that long. Maybe they all live to be that long. Alright, so it looks like we are out of the battle zone. Relax now. Hotel Z is just through here. So I'm guessing. This is it, right? Like, she's messing with it. Okay, alright. So, this is the hotel that she wanted me to plug. Most tranquil, relaxing stays around. Right next to a battle zone, too. Tell the guests we don't have. Come on. I wonder if that lake would make more sense as like if I lived in Japan or something. The like hotel conceit. Alright, Metropolis or the Metropolis is the crown jewel. Oh, we got loading screen notes. So we are back, and this guy here that's built like a beanstalk is gonna check this in. Alright, owner of the travel bag sitting over there. Yep. We darn it, a little Zygarde fragment infiltrated our travel bag. Stepped off the train, yep, sure did. Battled my way out, clicked with that tab. Yeah, I clicked those buttons really perfectly. He's like, oh, why'd you give away our Pokemon? That's BS. Night fell, got caught up in some Battle Royale stuff. Yep. Okay, so this is where I'm meant to be, apparently. So I really think that Pokemon and Magic are like pretty similar if you get right down to it. You know, Pokemon I think is the last time I was looking at this, the most valuable media franchise in recorded human history. Which, if you think about that, that's pretty darn impressive. You know, yeah, it was like a pretty solid, you know, pretty solid idea. I don't know if I would say it was the best one that was ever in history, but yeah, the most profitable, and as Magic players, I believe we all know that means the best. And so when we think about what's happened to Pokemon, I feel like the trajectory is kind of similar to what happened with Magic. Maybe not regarding the you know, Universes Beyond crossover stuff. The Pokemon company has stayed, you know, with just, you know, their IP stuff, and they've pretty jealously guarded that aspect of it. You know, the same way Magic used to. But the you know, lowering of the quality and the spending all their money on advertising and lawyers rather than on, you know, actual innovation, I feel like that is a you know, relevant comparison there. Every fork of that IP was wildly popular. Yeah. Pokemon, you know, handled everything themselves. They never did a crossover with, or, you know, they do actually do, you know, like cross-promotion stuff, but it's always putting Pokemon in other media franchises rather than putting other media franchises in Pokemon, which, as far as I'm aware, has never happened. But they have done, like, collabs and crossovers with, you know, like, putting the McDonald's toys, or the, you know, having different, you know, Pokemon figures at different events and different types of stuff. So, okay, let's, looks like they left us water on the chest. Okay, great. Like, I made it to the hotel room. Does that mean we have rest until tomorrow morning? Yeah, that sounds like something that I would probably do. Oh, looks like someone broke into our hotel room. And let's see what time. Oh, she did not break into our hotel room. Well, that makes me feel a little better. So what Hasbro really should have done was make an MTG anime, right? You know, I have got to say, it worked out pretty good for League of Legends. So I think Magic the Gathering anime would have been a good idea. And, you know, if I'm remembering right, I think they actually did say that they were going to do something like that, right? Like, you know, maybe not an anime, maybe it was like a they were going to make like a Pokemon movie, or a Magic the Gathering movie, and I would watch that. I would pay money, you know, I would break my vow to not give Hasbro any money, to pay money to watch a Magic the Gathering movie if they came out with it. Now, it has to be like an actual Magic the Gathering movie, not a, like, we put Jace Beleren in you know, Fortnite movie or something like that. It has to be like an actual Magic movie. And it has to, like, have a Magic storyline. It can't have, like, some kind of, like, stupid, you know, here's examples of stuff that I would not consider being a Magic storyline. Outlaws of Thunder Junction, any of the Universes Beyond sets. You know, it has to have a legitimate Magic storyline. You know, like what they used to have for all the Magic sets. So, if they did that, I would definitely watch it. If they like, made a Netflix series, you know, like an anime series or something, or not. Maybe, you know, I would watch a live action Magic the Gathering one. What I would definitely watch would be like a live action show or a anime or something about people who play Magic. Yu-Gi-Oh style anime would be I would for sure watch that. But even if they wanted to go for something like realistic, like a slice of life anime that was about like a group of friends that all played Magic, I think that would be like a really successful show. I think that would make a ton of money and have a ton of viewers if it was just like a normal slice of life anime that was, you know, it followed, you know, Yugi and Joey and Kaiba and whoever else, but you know, without all the like supernatural mumbo jumbo and, you know, Shadow Realm high stakes duels where you're fighting for your life in a children's card game. Like, if it was literally just a bunch of people who went around and they played Magic every week or something, I think that would be really good. I think a lot of people would watch that. Wizards, if you ever want someone to, you know, get that off the ground, I could be a writer for that show. I would do that for free, or like for whatever nominal amount of money that your lawyers would be okay with. So I think that the competitive scene of, yeah, not a bad idea. People love the relatable slice of life stuff. Yeah, I mean, like, and especially I feel like, so, you know, the core audience of Magic, I think, is some, they would be really receptive. Like, most people in Magic's core audience is like, you know, and I'm outing myself here a little bit too, but like awkward geeky types that don't have a lot of friends and aren't really big on social interaction, right? I think most people would agree that a lot of Magic players would fit into that category. And so if you think about, like, you know, the fantasy that a slice of life anime where a bunch of people are like all friends with each other and doing normal you know, friend stuff with their, you know, group, and, you know, Magic is a big part of that. I feel like that would be a really, like, you know, that sort of thing would be appealing to a lot of Magic players. Whereas if you were gonna pitch that same show about, you know, I don't know, some other hobby like bodybuilding or you know, something like that has more of a social component normally, I don't know if it would be as popular. But I think that a lot of Magic people have watched slice of life animes before, and a lot of Magic people would be receptive to what would be going on in a slice of life, like the main premise of such a thing. So I feel like that could be a pretty popular. Okay, well, I mean, we got another spot that we could go to too, so we have to go to the new spot. So up on the rooftop, we got some beverage cans. Yeah, like it would be just like this, like literally a setting just like this, and everyone's like, you know, out there having fun and talking about how, like, you know, this one guy is like worried about his like thing going up. Yeah, you could make some incredible villains out of a sweaty, and that is a fact. And as an added bonus, like, Wizards could use that to kind of like shape their community, right? Like, if Wizards has decided that there's a problem with too many sweaty grinders, you know, polluting the game, they could have a show where the villain is a sweaty grinder. Okay, if Wizards has, you know, a problem where, like, this evil content creator judge keeps saying mean things about them, they could make a show where the villain is like some content creator judge. If Wizards wants to, you know, justify sending Pinkerton agents out to people to like reclaim cardboard, they could, you know, show in the show how, you know, that's not like necessarily like an evil move. Maybe the good guys do stuff like that too from time to time. So yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have to like necessarily go that hardcore into the you know, Wizards of the Coast apologetics stuff to make a storyline, but, you know, you could. But, you know, taking things seriously, like, you know, you definitely could use an anime show to kind of model the behavior that you're, like, hoping your community shows. And, you know, maybe propose as an example, you know, this guy is like a big fan in the community, or this guy's a big figurehead in the community, and this is what he does, and don't you want to be like this guy? So you could really get something like that. Yeah, the Primeval Judge. That's again, if Wizards wanted to consult with me on this sort of a thing, I could do it. And hey, by the way, none of you guys snitched on me, right? None of you guys like filled out that form where they're asking like if content creators made you hate the Spider-Man set, and put my name down on there, right? Because, like, you know, I never said anything bad about the Spider-Man set. I just like made a couple of videos about how like Hydra Man works, and you know, maybe talked a little bit down about some of the mechanics in there. But no, I don't know. That's one of those things where I saw it and I was like, are they literally trying to be the bad guy in a anime? Because that's the sort of stuff that would be that's where I would expect to see behavior like that. Alright, looks like I randomly got invited to join the Battle Royale tournament to determine the greatest Pokemon trainer. Anyone who gets to me rank A will be good. And granted a wish, as long as it's in our power to fulfill. Alright, $1 million. Actually, you can make money pretty easily in the Pokemon games, so maybe that's not that big of a deal. Wonder what my wish is going to be. Maybe for like all future Pokemon that I encounter to have 6 IVs. Alright, well, let's do it. Yeah. We got the Rotom Phone. I don't know, the Rotom Phone, kind of interesting gimmick. I'm not sure how I feel about like Pokemon having cell phones, but they have Rotoms in them. All right, try and win the battle. Great trainer. Use my skills to help. Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah. Okay. Don't cry, please. Okay. So Team MZ. I gotta say, the name is not super inspiring. I would name myself like Team A or maybe Team S. But MZ, the last half of the alphabet. Alright, so I get a satchel, and looks like my butt is okay. Oh my gosh, a profile pic. Yeah, guys, Pokemon isn't just about playing Pokemon. You can also like take pictures of stuff with your Rotom phone. That's part of the game too. See, this is what I'm talking about, where like they put all their money and their effort into like suing people and marketing and not on like, you know, actual stuff. Like having a thing where you can take pictures of stuff in the game is like, you know, okay, but like, are people playing Pokemon so that they can do that? Maybe they are. Maybe there's people out there where they're like, and I just like made someone really sad because I like talked about how that was a stupid idea, but like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel like that's like doesn't make a lot of sense. All right, so we're about 40 minutes in, and we're still like in the tutorial with like no end in sight. This is another thing. Like, see, here's like, if anyone in the Pokemon, you know, game design people are watching this, you can steal this idea. I will give this one to you for free. Like, please, for all the love that is, all the love of all that is good and holy, please have a setting that's I've played Pokemon before. You don't need to explain everything to me. Like, have a setting that's I've played one Pokemon game before in my entire lifetime, or like I'm not a 12-year-old kid, so I can figure some stuff out by myself. Like put a setting in there that you can get through. Like, all right, can I push the A button while I roll? You know, while I'm holding forward on the control stick. Oh geez, is there a way to make the text speed go faster? Because that's another thing. Like that's a setting that they actually do have. I feel like I'm not probably on the fastest setting unless they put it on there, because I believe that's how it was in previous games. All right, so who here in the chat watched my video that I put out today, the one about Quantum Riddler? That was one of those questions where like, okay, push B to dash. Oh, okay, now this is some innovation. You don't need to hold the button down. You just tap the B button to dash. Something that should have come. An hour-long unskippable tutorial, yes indeed. And then Y to judge. Okay, so yeah, it's literally the exact same as what the controls were in ZA, so or Arceus. So there's no reason at all to make me go through that. Okay, great. So we get to go outside. Actually, wait. Not stupid. We'll let's see. How do we bring the menu up? Yep. It's not the plus button. Not the minus button. Oh. Minus button is the phone. Okay, so that's a good one. The Z button fixes your camera, so alright, that's one I did not know before. Alright, tapping down here can crouch. Okay. Where's the start button? Okay, here we go. Auto save, yeah, great. So settings. Okay, that's the controls. We'll read through that later. Rumble, we'll disable that. Text speed, go into fast, and I guess minimap rotation, we'll leave that as the default. camera. Put the horizontal controls on inverted. Sound sensitivity, we might mess around with that if you guys don't like how loud everything is. We might have to up the sense. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to up the sensitivity a lot. Alright, so let's see how that does. So had it queued up, then saw you were live, not watch it. Oh, okay. So yeah, I was gonna say like that video is one of the ones where like I feel like it became it started out as like a relatively interesting question, and like part of it is because the effects, like the Quantum Riddler effect, it's only like the second Magic card in history, I believe, after Alms Collector that has that sort of an ability. But one of the reasons why just by itself that's been... See, back in my day, the rival would have the type advantage against you instead of the type disadvantage. So I'm not sure like what the story is here. Is this my like the old rival? Yeah. I guess we use tackle to maybe time out this cooldown here. Alright. So yeah. But anyway, like going back to what I was talking about, like the Quantum Riddler being a unique effect, that's already an interesting, adds some interest to it. But the normal way that you interact with this sort of stuff, the normal way that replacement effects work is different from how they actually end up working. Now we've got like, that's also pretty interesting. And I did not, like, the original question that got proposed to me was that question that I started out with, the one where we just had the one where we just had 2 Quantum Riddlers. And, to be fair, I feel like that's, like, an actual question that's going to come up for, like, a lot of people in, like, actual Magic games. Because, like, Quantum Riddler is actually, like, single play in some formats, so... having 2 of them out at the same time is like definitely within the realm of possibilities. But the other really interesting thing that I thought about that would be, like how it interacts with the like the other if you would draw a card replacement effects. And obviously there have been several of those throughout Magic's history, and with that being the case, I'm certain that is going to come up for some people too. But like when I thought about that in the context of like coming up with like what would be an interesting follow-up question for this one, I was like really interested in how that would work out, and I actually had to like do some research myself to confidently be able to say what the answer was. But yeah, I was pretty sometimes the like backup questions or like the new question or the next level questions are you come up with something, or like there's like an obvious thing for what it should be, but sometimes you get one that's actually like legitimately exciting, and I think that today's episode really does fall into that category. Oh my gosh. So it looks like we're going to be climbing a ladder. Let's see how fast ladder climbing is in this game. Ooh. Well, it's not that bad, I guess. Alright, so we're going to be walking on top of the building. It looks pretty safe. Let's see how safe we are. Geronimo! Yeah, that was pretty safe. So that's sort of a one-way route, so we'll have to get back to the hotel somehow, but yeah. Detour complete. So yeah, maybe we'll find something else out. Who knows? But yeah, so that's a little bit of a insight into. Just come meet me at the Pokemon Center. Did I walk by it? Okay, I did. I almost walked by it. Alright, first visit to a Pokemon Center. Yep, that's what Pokemon is. Pokédex app. Yeah, why don't I install the Pokédex app on my phone? Oh wait, it's because there isn't one. Another thing that like kind of boggles my mind, like, shouldn't there be like an application that you can download that's the Pokédex? Like, isn't that the most obvious thing ever? But Pokemon, instead of like making their own one and making money off of it, they spent all their time and money like suing anyone who does that obvious idea. So I have no idea what the logic is behind that. Okay, my intuition is you should pick the order of the 2 replacement effects. So if Riddler draws 2, you'd replace each of those and draw 4. Not very confident going off the starts. So that is in fact accurate. However, if you know about replacement effects, you noted something which says that you would pick the order of the 2 replacement effects. That is actually not correct. Because of some technical complications, it is not possible to pick the other order. The order that happens to give you the most number of cards happens to be the legal order that you can pick. However, the somewhat less likely to be optimal ordering where you draw less cards is, it turns out, not legal for you to pick, and that's very interesting. There is, like I said, some kind of technical reasons why, and if you care about that, you can like watch the video, obviously, because I talk about it in there. But yeah, that's kind of an interesting like thing that you can do. And certainly not at all obvious that, from just what's written on the cards, that there would be an issue with doing stuff like that. At least not in my opinion, anyway. So we got the green light is boundaries of the wild zone. Catch Pokemon. Yep. So yeah, I think when they said like unskippable hour-long tutorial, what they really meant to say is like maybe yep, that's exactly how it works. So yeah, we'll enter the wild area, and wild area I guess just means place where you can catch Pokemon, because like if everything takes place in one big city, it wouldn't make sense for there to just be like random Pokemon that you could do. I thought it'd be the Pokemon TCG. Yep. So here's a fun fact. Did you know that I'm actually a judge in the Pokemon TCG also? In fact, I've only ever judged one like Pokemon GP, but I did do one when they were in town. So that was kind of fun. The city where I live at is actually big, like has big Pokemon GP level events, unlike with Magic. So it looks like my next challenge is I'm going to be catching this Fletchling here. So wait, what do we do? Oh, it's Z and R. Oh, okay, we gotta do. So focusing on the Pokemon. And what? Did you see that? What a scam! Oh, okay, it was rigged so that I would not get it. All right. Okay. Let's say, how could something with a catch rate that high be not like in the bag? Alright, we caught a Fletchling. Maybe that'll be on my team, but probably not because we have a Fire Blade. Alright, Bunnelby. Now, if this is like a... oh jeez, it's one of the attacking Pokemon. Gross. Might anger it, yeah, okay, fine. So, if a wild Pokemon attacks me, you press left or right and then choose Pokemon in my party. Then we can bring it back to its Pokeball by pushing it down. Yeah, burn it. Alright, so now, where do we throw Pokeballs at? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I like the old system better, but that's probably because I have a lot of history with the old system and not any history really with this system. So after giving me 10 Pokeballs, she's given me 10 more Pokeballs immediately. I just need 5 Pokemon species to get the prize. So I guess we've got like 3 right now. Is what we have. Alright, well, see if we can, alright, that's Bunnelby, that's another Fletchling, another Pokeball. What's this guy selling? Okay, he's a non-contributory NPC, another Fletchling, okay, Mareep, I'm gonna take Mareep. Weedle. Weedle has like 1,000,000% catch rate. There. Among the best beloved starter Pokemon, I think, Weedle. So, oh, okay. So if we, how do we crush him? Scumbag turned around right as I did. But it all didn't matter. Alright, so I think we got 5 now. Yeah, we got 5 different Mons. So that means we're probably ready for the next phase. What do we got? Free sample? Why? Don't mind if I do. Lumiose Jello. Galettes. So it's a full heal. Alright. Oh, we got another, So, I'm just going off of the assumption that we are probably going to need to be catching, like, all of these Pokemon at some point, so... I wonder if these NPCs have got any ideas. So yeah, like, I'm just assuming that I'm going to have to find, like, all these Pokemon and capture them at some point, so we're going kind of slow here, but it's the tutorial, so, you know, I think you're kind of intended to go slow, because it's a tutorial. And, let me see here. Let's get my boy Weedle out on deck here, in case something goes sideways. Caught it without thinking about it. Pot. We attack this Spupa scatter. Weedle is, oh, thank you. Hopefully not talking about my, streaming content. I don't know, like, I figured this out when I, did my, my patron pick run with, the Chandelier Let's Play. That, it's very difficult, like, the skill set you need to be a streamer is a very different skill set from if you were just trying to be a you know, like video producer like what I do in my actual content. So it is fun trying new things and it's fun like challenging myself, but I definitely feel like my YouTube videos are like a substantially higher quality of entertainment product than what I put out on the streams. And so, you know, I can talk about stuff and chill out with people, which is what we're doing right now. But like chatting with people while playing a video game does not feel like it would be too much different from like talking with your friends while you're playing a video game, but it turns out that it actually is. So it's weird, but it is definitely different. Yeah, streaming and content creating. Well, I mean, like streaming is like part of content creating, but I know what you mean. Is very different. Daily Ruins is really well produced, and again, I feel like it's kind of embarrassing to hear people say stuff like that, because to me, like the production value for like Judging for the Win is Well, like it's different. Like if you were gonna like have stats that you assigned to stuff, I think my stat spread would be a lot different from what most content creators like. The amount of editing I do is like bupkis, and it's actually like legitimately like embarrassing if you put my like one camera shot and like every now and then I have like a card or a rule pop up, but if you look at some of the other channels that have like actual editors or actual like people doing stuff like that, well, I mean, like, we're definitely going to the third floor because that's where we're going to, but like we'll see what else they got. So yeah, that's it's like night and day. But at the same time, I feel like the effort that I put into writing scripts and coming up with like good explanations is probably a lot higher than many content creators, especially because like there's definitely like tons of really successful video like people in the Magic sphere where I guarantee you that they did not write a script. They maybe had like a outline of talking points, and they may or may not have gotten their outline of talking points from like a Reddit thread or a tweet that someone did, and that's what they did to write the script. Now, like if you watch any Judging for the Win video, I guarantee you that I wrote a script for at least like half an hour to an hour every single video, every one. And like obviously the longer form ones, that's way higher. The number goes like way up the longer the video is. So okay, we got some people talking in the lab. We got a random item that does not look like we're really doing anything here. So let's actually go where we're supposed to go. The GOAT Judge is streaming. Well, my content. Oh, thanks so much. Oh, the short-sighted nitwit. Let's see what this old the stupid mayor's poured even more money into the urban redevelopment plan. What? Insulting. Well, let's see. Survey and study these things. Who give all the work when there's more wild zones? Yeah. A true outrage. Well, fortunately for you, Pokemon Master X is on the case. So this is okay. Pokemon Company, please stop chaining the cutscenes together. Like, why did I watch a cutscene and then walk 3 steps forward and then now I'm watching another cutscene? Like, is this real? The depth that I go into and the fact that I put the rules on screen and readable is so nice. Okay, yeah, like, so that is one of my specific things that I did because I saw like a real lack for it in the Magic, creator sphere. Like, there's been other content creators that like wrote articles or like did videos about the rules, but like even the ones that were, in my opinion, like kind of the more serious ones, like there's some that's like meant for people who's just starting out, and there's some that's meant for people that's like more intermediate level of rules knowledge. Even the ones that were meant for like the people with like higher up levels of rules knowledge, even those ones didn't have like rule citations. And that's like one of the big things that like kind of frustrated me is like if I wanted to know what the answer was, I could get the answer to that specific question and I could follow their explanation. But if I wanted to like see how it would work with like different cards, there's no real way for me to like know how something applies to a different card like that. And so that was a decision that I made early on. Even before I started making videos, like when I was writing my blog, I still was, I put like CR citations on like all my stuff that I wrote. And that's the reason why, is because I got like really frustrated by, when people would make like, they would say like, there's a rule that says like this, and you wouldn't be able to like know what that rule was or read the actual text of that rule so you could understand how it applied with stuff. And I think that's important. I think maybe if you're like just starting out, it's not important. But if you're like trying to get from level, the introductory level to the intermediate level, you need to be able to get in and like read the CR. And that's actually someone like asked me about that just recently. They wrote like an email or a comment about that, and that's one of the things that I told them is like, if you want to learn how to like develop your skills, like the best way would be to have a mentor to like work with you on the stuff. But if you're trying to do it yourself, the best way is to learn how to read the CR and like get stuff out of it. Like once you get to like the intermediate level where you basically like know how all the like game mechanics work, like the major stuff like replacement effects and continuous effects and trigger abilities and mana abilities and stuff. Like once you get past that point, the idea is like you need to be able to research stuff yourself and come up with your own answers. That's why, like, okay, someone wrote a comment on my video today, and it was literally like he didn't say the number for the last question. Like I literally set out everything and put all the stuff that you would need to come up with what the answer was, but I didn't explicitly say the number of cards you draw is X. And you know, to me that's like really discouraging, because it signals that this person did not know how to put together the information that I presented into an answer to that question. And that's my goal. Like, as an educational channel, my goal is to have a video that doesn't like give you the answer to you have A plus B card, what happens. It's, you know, you have this sort of a situation, what sorts of rules are applicable in that sort of a situation. And you know, once you know what rules you have acting in that kind of situation, you should be in a position where you have the tools to just answer questions like that. Okay, so it looks like we got a TM. Because I've played Pokemon games before, I already know what a TM is, so that's nice. If you weren't reading along there, I think basically what the person says was, if we do a side quest, then we get points. And oh, she's telling us what a TM is. Okay, great. I believe the TMs. Well, I guess we'll see. Can we use the TM? See who we can use it on. Alright, so yeah, we still have the TM, so that means that we do not need to worry about like using it on different. So we did get a Bunnelby, and the Bunnelby is the only Pokemon on our team that can learn Rock Smash, which I think is kind of surprising, because I feel like Tepig should be able to know it too. But maybe not. Let's see what kind of research tasks that we got. Okay, so alright, so there's like 50 levels, and it all seems like it's okay. So once we get 500 points, what are we trying to do? Okay, get some catch normal types, so catch Pokemon is basically what it looks like we're doing. And win Pokemon battles. And evolve Pokemon. Alright. Yeah, alright. I think we should be able to manage catching some Pokemons. Alright. Curiosity is the spice of life. Bios. Okay, great. Yeah, I don't want to talk to you either. I just wanted to see if you had more stuff for us. Alright, I think my skills as a speaker, scriptwriter, explainer are huge for making my videos fun and engaging to watch. A great sense of humor and candor, plus quality research. Thank you. That's another thing. Like, so obviously, as a content creator, I'm thinking about like what makes my channels successful, and like, you know, what do I have that like, you know, X other people don't have. And you know, I've thought about a lot of the, you know, the first thing I thought is like my rules knowledge, right? Like, you know, and I guess I'm pretty experienced, and I have read the CR a lot, and there's you know, some value in that, sure, but I'm like not even the highest like level rules person out there that's like making content about that, probably. Certainly there's people on like, you know, Reddits and Discords that they're like actually actively like, you know, they're the ones that like can like quote actual CR numbers as a party trick, and you know, I guess I can do that for like some of the more common ones, but not like, you know, normally. But you know, the next thing I thought is like, okay, so maybe it's not like my like rules knowledge or even my ability to like research and like come up with an answer. Maybe it's the like explaining business, and like I really do feel like that is something that I do better than a lot of people. I feel like my explanations for stuff is something that I do better than the average person who explains stuff. And part of that is that I've been in the game for a long time, and so I've been thinking for a long time, and you know, the longer you're thinking about it, the more you know, opportunities that you have to come up with an analogy or something that works for people. But I think another part of it is it just like, because like I have experience in other kinds of education too. Like, I don't know if you all remember my April Fool's Day video that I put out a while back, where it was like, how to, we randomly got a jacket and a hat. Okay, cool. It was like how to hang a statue or something like that. I don't remember what I titled it, but it was something like that. But the main thing that I was bringing that up for is because I had collected that. It was like a physics problem, and I collected that physics problem when I was a physics TA in college. And that was one of, like, I was consistently reviewed as like being one of the TAs in their stable that had like the best explanations and the best connection with the students. And I feel like if I was not an engineer right now, I would probably be a teacher. And maybe sometime after I'm like retired from being an engineer, I might be a teacher. So that might happen. So yeah, education is something that's always been something that is important to me, and the explanations is okay, great. The explanations is like, I think, a big part of that. So I'm trying to catalog so I guess we'll get in here and try and okay, so if I just explaining stuff is a whole other set of skills. Lots of people think that because they know a subject really well, they'll be good at teaching it. It requires a lot of restraint. Okay, so that's a very very accurate statement. It's a lot different skill set to be good at explaining stuff than it is to be good at like the stuff. And that's why like really good coaches or really good teachers is rare, because you need to like have high marks on both of those skills. And obviously it's a lot bigger of an ask to have someone who's really good at two things than someone who's really good at just one thing. And yeah, like that is a very real, and like anyone who's been to like a high school or a college class definitely knows what we're talking about, right? Like you've had people who knew the material, like they clearly knew the material really well, but I like throw a ball at that. But when it came time to explain it, they could not come up with a relatable explanation. And it is a skill to be able to know stuff and forget that you know it, or like view stuff through the perspective of someone who does not know it already. And that is a skill that you need to develop if you want to be an effective, in any kind of educational setting. But yeah, there's like some kind of a psychological, cognitive bias kind of official psychology name for that. And I forget what it is, but there is, and that's for sure a thing that I've experienced. And I'm sure it's something that a lot of people can relate to. Also. Not very effective, honestly. Maybe we should try some of this. Try and get away from me. Yeah. So that's kind of interesting. I wonder if we should be trying to catch some of these. Let's take a look at our research task and see how we're doing. So, points obtained, 3. How many do we need? Oh, have we already done this yet? You definitely caught a normal type, right? Does it say on here? Oh, pending tasks. Wait. Okay, so we already did this, so we need... Does it say what we want to... Oh man, look at this. Return to Hotel Z to meet up with Klein. Okay, right. So that's what we're actually meant to be doing right now. Well, maybe we can do that. Yeah, and then like on top of that, even if you are good at, if you're good at like whatever subject you're trying to teach, and you're good at coming up with good explanations, you still might not necessarily. There's like other communication skills that you need, even after you come up with like the explanation, to be able to like make sure that people are able to understand the explanation. And so there really is. There really is like a lot of extra stuff that, you know, in my head I kind of conceptualize it as overhead that that you need to be a good teacher. And I do not think I'm a particularly entertaining person. I do not think I would watch myself, my live streams the way that I watch myself. Okay, wait a second. The way that I watch my like educational videos, I don't think I have the entertainment skill of some of the other people, but the ability to like come up with relevant educational content, I think I'm a lot more confident in. So some more Pokeballs. Here's another Abra is another one of my bias Pokemon, so we got a lot to get this guy. Disappear, come on. Maybe if we, go back. Oh, that's so sad. Well, we'll definitely have to, like, try and remember to come back here and catch this thing, because... Yeah, Alakazam is like one of my top favorite Pokemons. So, what are we thinking? Okay, there's a ladder there, so I guess we can climb down. Or not. Fast climb. Favorite Pokemon? Great question. Fantastic question. So I mentioned before I've been playing since Gen 1, and if you have ever played Gen 1, I think you probably still remember climbing through Cerulean Cave at the end of the game and encountering that movie. Because that is, like, honestly for me, that's one of the most iconic video game moments in, well, certainly in my lifetime, but, like, in that whole era, I feel like the Mewtwo battle at the end of the first generation is, like, that's the most iconic thing that I think of. And even though, you know, the game balance around Mewtwo was like meant to be stupid, so it is not, you know, fair Pokemon to use in any sense of the word in general. But, like, the fact that it made such a great final boss, and so yeah, the short answer is Mewtwo, because I have a lot of you know, nostalgic and positive memories associated with that part of the game. So yeah, Mewtwo, probably my favorite Pokemon. If we're talking about just, you know, unfortunately you can't just catch a Mewtwo in every generation. You know, it would be kind of repetitive, even for Pokemon, if they use the same final boss every time. But that being said, that being said, if we're talking about like normal, if you we're going with like normal Pokemon, excuse me. I would probably say like Clefable is one of my favorite ones. It was really nice to see Clefable get a glow up in Gen 6 when they introduced the Fairy type, because that was a big not target the enemy. So yeah, Clefable is one of my favorite ones. Alakazam is one of my favorite ones. At least stop attacking this thing, but it's clearly not able to be attacked. Critical hit. I've got like a few other ones that I like, but those are my like some of my top. Another fun fact about when I play Pokemon, I only ever use the Pokeballs. I do not use the other exotic types of Pokeballs. I only use the actual original. Alakazam's pretty gangster. Glad we have a fellow Alakazam appreciator in the chat. We got Kakuna. I think that okay, let's see if we can investigate this. Can we research from the check list? I'm assuming we do not have whatever flag that we would need in order to penetrate that gate. Bumblebee, that's probably something else in Bumblebee. Alright. Oh no, that's a wild one, right? Let's get away from this guy. We don't have to fight this guy. There's several. We're gonna need to find a Pokemon sometime soon so we can get some more Pokemons. I wasted a bunch of them trying to get back Kakuna. So the path definitely appears to be Abra. Yeah, Alakazam is a really great Pokemon. It was very sad for... Oh yeah, we got the Abra. It was very sad for me that... of course, in the original generations, it was a paywall Pokemon. It was, you know, pay to, you'd have to, like, either have friends or get a, you know, get your parents to give you an additional Game Boy to, okay, so we probably do not want to do that route. We probably want to sneak up behind him and then do a back throw. But yeah, like, because it was a trade evolution, it was not particularly accessible to me because I did not have link cable access or other Game Boy access. And obviously now it gets a lot easier when you like just get online and trade with somebody. But yeah, back in those days that was a real obstacle. But yeah, I imagine that we're probably maybe somebody in the chat will be able to help me out and get that Gengar and Alakazam and all those other trade evolution Pokemon. So it makes it, which I think is definitely a positive for the game. Having the ability to trade with people online is a lot more reasonable than expecting someone to like physically meet up with a friend and have a $20 worth cable that you also bought and do the actual hoop jumping of like connecting with somebody physically. So yeah, I think now that you can do that sort of stuff online, that makes things a lot more accessible, which is it makes the concept of trade evolution being a thing a little bit more palatable. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Maybe whenever you come up with a situation like this in a video game, that usually means you're missing something obvious. So I feel like down. Did we like miss a door down here or something? These look like they're doors. Is there a I do like the fact that you in these games, like especially these open world games, they've come up with like the game design concept of having these little like indicator arrows that says where you're supposed to be going. That is very helpful. And if you look at the indicator arrow here, it looks like we're supposed to be heading this direction. Into this courtyard. Where you caught the Kakuna. But I'm not seeing any doors here either. Oh, what about this? Yep, I've heard of Quick Claws before. Oh, let's see if we can. It does not look like it did anything. This is the direction we're trying to go in. Maybe we gotta walk all the way around. I'm not sure what the flavor is behind these green gates that you want to be able to just walk through. Maybe there is flavor behind it. Oh, look. The game is telling me a little bit more directly to stop scrolling. A little passive aggressive ask me, but yes. To strike back, I'll go ahead and pick that. No, not meant to go down that direction. Well, I didn't get I didn't get yelled at trying to go down this street. I wonder if that means that that's where I'm supposed to go. Nope. Alright, well, if we just look at the main map, Alright, Alright, so that is a tip if you have never played these games before. If you see somebody with a yellow text box above their heads, that ordinarily means you are looking at an NPC that is going to give you free stuff. So, take the free stuff. Oh, if you're looking for Hotel ZG, it's money. That is a level of hand holding that I got. Let's see if there's any like stuff. There's cooldowns even when you use them in the overworld time. Alright, well, let's see if we can progress the game here. So originally my game idea, or my game plan was about like a 2-hour to 3-hour session. Because we are kind of capped by how long, you know, I do want to at least get through the tutorial section before we go, you know, call it a day for now, but we'll see how the rest of this goes. So yeah, we get a little chat with our friend here, and yeah, I got a lot of notifications on my app about how I needed to like get moving. Rank Z, this is like actually humiliating. Alright, so we gotta fight Chad here. The trainer who wins will be promoted to rank Y. Ticket points. Oh, you know you had paywall. Yeah, okay, I know what a promotion match is. What's a challenger ticket? Okay. So yeah, where do you get them? You gotta be other trainer. Okay, so you fight in the battle zone to get the right to fight someone. Okay, okay. Alright, so did the game heal all of our mons? Yes, it did. Okay, let's get our starter out, because obviously that is what we are going to be using for these fights. Fast travel to nighttime. So let's see if we can fight against some trainers again. Once night falls, check them out. Okay. So, looks like we got a Pokemon Center. We got a Battle Zone. Alright, so anywhere in this neighborhood is where we're going. Make our way there now, and hope we don't run into the guy with the Heracross. Actually, no, Heracross we can fight. I don't know if we can take the double A though. Okay, so we need to beat 3 more trainers, and there's 3 trainers right now. Oh, this is our team. We wouldn't have brought him in as a team member if he wasn't going to compete. Alright, do I need support from you two? Now, the Challenger ticket. Yeah, do you guys have some? I need 1,000 Challenger tickets. Alright. Well, let's see if we can... Alright, so we've got our BFF here. That's another thing that I kind of miss about the old Pokemon. Like, your rival was like such a jerk when you like you hated this guy. Now they have like the rivals is like trying to be your friend or something. I don't buy it. I like the rival that you're fighting against. Okay, so I need. Yeah. I like the rival being someone who is kind of a jerk that you don't mind having to beat. I don't like the rival being like your friend. I think that's alright, so there's surprise in this thing. Okay, great. We got a pot. Alright, yeah. See, this guy's back is turned. Sneak attack. Yeah. The honor. Oh, spoke too soon. Oh, shit. Maybe should have gone. Alright, so we only need one more W should get you up to 1,000 points. That is how that works. Alright, so we're not looking at it crazy. Get us back into action here. Alright, so we probably are not going to be able to see him on this guy. But he is got a yellow transformer, so that's probably oh, it's a friend here. Alright. Don't fight. Don't pick a fight you can't win. Alright. Citrus berry. Yeah, we haven't used held items yet, so I guess that would make sense. So. Okay, so I gather that the idea is that we're trying to camp this guy until his back is turned, and then come in with a surprise attack. Oh, that's really brutal. How's that feel? My insane strategy paying off. Oh no, oh man. Alright, promotion match. Oh no. Yeah, challenge ticket. We get the PC. Okay, great. Okay, so we've got fast travel spots. Before we take advantage of that, okay, so this is probably one of those like higher level trainers that we're not supposed to fight yet. Actually, I wonder if we could cheese him. I wonder how high level this guy is. Based on the fact that they're telling us to fast travel, I'm assuming that this guy is going to be like pretty high level. Well, let's try it. Let's see what we can do. Oh my gosh. Oh, what? No. I like that you can run from trainer battles now. That's pretty solid. Alright, so we would want to go to the map. Where's the map? No, where's the fast travel button? Yeah, there's a lot of fly points. The smartphone have a Pokemon called Rotom living inside them. Actually, we might want to do some shopping. Let's get a few Pokeballs. Oh, they give me premiums. Yeah. Alright, so now we can talk to our rival. Challenger ticket, yeah, I checked it out. Let's fight Chad now. Chat, who uses items when they do Pokemon Curfew? That's, to me, that seems a little against the spirit, even though it obviously isn't, because obviously is not against the spirit of the game because they put it in there, so like obviously it's there. But I still think that's kind of dumb, using the items in battle. It's like, you know, did you ever, if you played Super Smash Bros. In the beginning, like when they first started out, that was like a controversy. Like, should we allow for people to use items in the game or not? Oh, Zach's fought in a lot of promotion matches. He's level Z. How could he possibly have experience? Yeah, I'm X. That's right. Rank Z. Climb rank A. Well, you'll learn, kid. Easier said than done. Oh, come on. Bone a chance to both of us. That's right. Let's fight. Unfortunately, we could not sneak up on him and do a dishonor attack. Oh, yeah. You know, rival road phones getting on action. Yeah, I want these. Abolish all forms of transit except taxis. That's what his wish is. I see. So let's see how well. Oh, see, now he's got a great ball. He's not messing around. Slowpoke, what a scam. Oh, and our first Pokemon is Random Marie. They literally switched it. It was gonna be like, it wasn't gonna be our other Pokemon, but they randomly gave us Marie so that we could get Why is my Mareep so slow and consistent? That's not a we'll put the XP on. I wonder how many mons this clown has. That's a little bit of a bummer that our Mareep because Mareep is one of the ones that I'm trying to. And we got. We have enough attack moves that we can like cycle off of them. I heard they put Snarler in this game. Snarler. 100 times I've lost my promotion match. Oh man, you're like the horse in that one horse game that never won. The Z Eternal. Maybe that's what they he's a taxi driver, right? So that's like kind of sort of related maybe? From Gen 3, I think. There's 1,000 of them now, so I would not be able to yeah. Rank Y. Oh yeah. We're going places in the world. Even took the position of your Pokemon into account. That was a well thought battle. Okay, great. It I literally just like hit the buttons in a sequence, but nice to meet you, trainer. So we got another NPC here. And it's not really makes sense. Investigating a suspicious Pokemon. Haven't found any leads. Well, hopefully we'll be able to have some leads. I must be special, yup. I gotta feel like we're pretty close to the end of the tutorial by now. So we got 1,300 Pokemonies. And, wow. Based on what I know about computers, they took a lot longer than they had to multiply 1,300 by 1. They did it. Alright, we're back to the hotel. Let us know. Kuru. That's great. I'm a natural. Zach was a loser. Serious potential. Yeah, explain the M. M is for Mega Evolutions and Z is for Hotel Z. Now, hold on, guys. Aren't we gonna explain the new battle mechanic to you? Mega Evolution, you say? I'm trying to remember what the 3 starters were. I don't think any of them had a Mega Evolution yet. So I'm assuming they probably all do now. Zygarde cells litter this hotel. I guess that's probably why it's called Hotel Z. Bon appetit. Croissant curry. The Galar region's legendary curry to bring out the best one. That's another one. Like, man, I saw like a guide on how to make curry. and it was literally like, you know, it was like so in depth, like so detailed for something that you literally did not like need to do at all one time in the game. It just seemed like a gigantic, like that's what they put their money in, instead of like, you know, other stuff that would be like actually related to gameplay. And you know, I made Curry like a couple of times, like trying it out and stuff, but like yeah, I didn't get it. I did not get it. Same thing with the sandwiches in you know, the most recent game before this one. Like I know people like the sandwiches. I did not appreciate the sandwiches as much. Alright, so yeah, that's what I do when I wake up. And alright, head down to the lobby. We've got to be getting close to the end now, right? Like they have to explain like what Mega Evolution is, and that's probably the last thing, I assume. Hopefully it's the last thing. I'm ready to like get to some actual like gameplay here. Lead already left for dance practice, field trip, Prism Tower. Alright, restoration work, aka we're gonna have to wait until after we beat something in the game to be able to climb up it. Alright. 5 is a great number for the missions too. Like 5 tutorial missions. Alright, looks like we are gonna be talking to some. Finished fixing up outside your hotel. Tarragon. Okay, film more videos to spread the word. So they have dwarves in this game. Like this guy looks like a D&D dwarf. So we get more XP. Canary Merch. Port Bonier. I remember one time I was at a Magic Con, and there's this Belgian, I believe from Belgium, content creator called Bandit, and he was doing like a challenge. He had like a bunch of like French Magic cards, and he'd like have you read the name of them, and yeah, he looks more like a Pokemon than some of the Pokemon do. That's a fair point. But yeah, so like Bandit would he'd like give me some French cards to read, and yeah, my French pronunciation was not great. It was better than what it could have been. But yeah, apologies to anyone who actually speaks French when I try to read some of these French words here. Alright, so I'm assuming that is going to be how we get Mega Stones to do the Mega Evolution. Okay, let's see what's her name is trying to do. Oh, we got our Weedle up to Kakuna level. So if I'm remembering right, Beedrill would be level 10. So we still got a couple more levels to go. Alright, let's check out the research node. I need 2 more catches. Oh, I need to get that Abra so bad. wonder if there's gonna be a thing where you can like walk on walls or something. Those did it. Has to be damaging all the time. Alright, so there's Tawny. Just slight detour. I mean, this ladder wouldn't exist if there wasn't something down here to collect, right? Right? Alright, just random pit here. Alright, alright. So... oh my, there's a lot of... there's some... okay, thank goodness it was like individually spawned. Oh, it gives you XP for doing that too for some reason. Alright, Prism Tower. Get across the rooftops and head for the tower. I'm not gonna lie, the parkour aspect of the game is kind of like, you know, non-realistic. I think that if you were actually gonna go to see something, you would not walk across a bunch of rooftops, you would just go there. But it is kind of fun, so I don't begrudge it for that. Yeah, there's no fall damage in this game because it's a little kid game. Safe landing mode. Sudden fall detected and averted. As long as you got your rotary phone, you can do that. Wild Zone number 2. Give me some Pokeballs, good idea. Give me free stuff. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Budew. Another classic junk Pokemon. Magikarp, you will love it. A true classic. You got like Betamotomy water. Magikarp, another one of my Pokemon that I have a irrational attachment towards. Fun fact, Magikarp was the first trading card in the Pokemon trading card game that I owned. Found a random Magikarp in like the parking lot or something. That was the first time that I encountered a Pokemon card. You need to lock in on that path right there. one more water type to get a research bonus. Can we climb up this? No. Let's see what else we got. Science? No, it's not pack rat. Nobody likes me, pack rat. I don't know how I feel about them bringing HM moves back. How far away from this guy? So, ooh, no, it's not a trend, that's I saw it. If we can jump. Okay, so if I know anything about video games, it's that the important / interesting stuff going on is in that island. Let's try and get this item here. This is probably what all the interesting stuff in this island is. We got a revive, and we got a TM. Swift. I mean, it's gotta be a better moving system. Some of the stuff we got is a little on the depressing side. Let's see who is able to learn TM Swift. Yeah, Fletchy, no problem. Okay, this one we actually are giving a move up. Now I'm assuming that they're going to do the same thing like what we had in previous, the previous Pokemon game this generation, where just like remember moves. You don't have to like jump through hoops. You can just like get whatever moves back that you forgot. So really no purpose in staying out there or not doing the upgrade there. All right, target. Oh. Make sure you stick to the script. Oh my gosh, I just wanted to pick up the item. So I'm betting free Quick Claw, very nice. So that's an interesting point, like with just downstairs. So that's an interesting point with the way that they've changed the combat to not be like a turn-based thing. I wonder what the speed does. I wonder if the cooldowns are lower if you have high speed stat. I guess that could make sense. Alright, so this is the food truck. This is the one. Alright, one Emerald Roast. Flamethrower, objectively correct. Okay, so it's a coffee place. Sipping coffee while taking in the Prism Tower. Super modern. Nouveau Cafe was one of your favorite haunts, Tawny. And your friend, Vinny. Mr. Sideburns, Vinny. Looks kind of like a monkey. CEO's secretary. Though I'm actually her errand boy. I'm pretty sure that's what a secretary does. For the CEO. Truly sorry state of affairs. So, Man Bun Sideburns guy is... Okay. Looker Bureau. Oh boy. Alright. She's going fast. So fast that I cannot dodge. Yeah, ordinarily I would stop and take some time to collect all this farm here, but let's swing by for that. Alright, so here we are at the Rogues District. Rouge District. Well, let's see what this fella has for us. Ever wonder where your Pokeballs go when you miss a throw? Oh, jeez. Okay, so that's if you miss. I guess if you, like, throw it and they break out, then you don't get it back. That's so freaky. Like, it's kind of gross. Alrighty then. Oh, now what is this? They don't have, like, the same sprite for all the Nurse Joys. This is a travesty. Like, that's like a fundamental part of Pokemon, that all the Nurse Joys look the same, and we're trying to say that they're different now. Oh my gosh, this is that might be too much for me to take. I can't. Verisimilitude, guys. Pre-feather. Alright. What's this crowd here for? We got a guy. Ivor, the Fist of Justice. Why not get rid of the Wild Zone and let Pokemon run? That's dangerous. That's how dangerous I can be. Put your worried mind at this question. Blah. Boy, boy, boy. Hey, you in the back. Oh, Ivor Sensi Blues. Josie, the 5th strongest disciple in the Fist of Justice. Out of 5. Alright, well, let's see who we got here. Fighting a Macho. And we've got a poison it? No. This guy's stats are not that good. Oh my god, did I literally... Oh, idiot, my child, how's that? Oh no, oh no. Uh-oh, she's got one more left in the back. Meditate! She got ground. Little kids, damage with games. It's right. I mean, my partner Pokemon. Fifth strongest trainer. What? Get out of my sight, you pathetic weakling. Rank H, maybe even a G. Oh my. It's all my like level 10 starter Pokemons. I've mastered having my Pokemon learn moves. Like, seriously. Abolish all the wild zones. Well, Wild Zone 3. I'm just gonna poke my head in here and see if there's any mods that look like they're really life-changing. No. Just head back out. We'll have plenty of time to catch up. So we got Pika. Floette. Paralyze Heal. Alright. Esper. TM for Aerial Ace. Okay, now that's a like potentially relevant attacking move. But I do not think any of these Pokemon move me. Pikachu, no. Rescue 2, alright. So yeah, I think we're just gonna continue on with these storylines. Oh, I wonder what this guy is saying no to. Oh, it's an L you can't use. Alright, fine. We won't use it. I cannot believe that I forgot about this technique for so long. Alright, Esper. My favorite white, black, and blue Pokemon. And we get to talk to whoever this person's name was again. Emma. Oh, she's asleep. Gotta use an awakening on her. Hey, what's going on? We are playing some Pokemon here. Mrop. Do you mind if I float something past X real quick? Yeah, sure. It sounds like a, give me some detective side missions. They're not called side quests anymore. That sounds like too time wasting. Side missions. Oh jeez. Take 3 side missions. Okay. All right. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 3 side missions and then we're gonna call it a night for tonight. Not sure what kind of stuff we're gonna be getting to do here, but we hit the plus button. The exclamation points are the clients. So where's my pen? Walking the opposite direction. Have to go soon, but first time managing to catch 20 of your streams. Yeah, I do not do a lot of live streams. I feel like I'm definitely going to be playing through, you know, at least the main storyline. So I figured that, you know, that could be a fun thing to do to help, you know, do that could help me get a little bit more active on this kind of stuff. So yeah, I figured. Oh wow, we gotta improve this. So yeah, I figured I might as well, you know, if I'm gonna be playing video games for a few hours a day anyway. So I might end up coming, you know, coming up with like a stream schedule where I could actually, you know, do this on a regular schedule. But for now, I just going based on what I'm doing in my free time. Well, let's see. What do we got? We got a Citrate Menace. Could be a great big Bunnelby. Yep. Twice the size of my own. Evil Eye. Okay, so we got Alpha Pokemon. Plain old alleyway, not. Scary Bumblebee. Alright, well, let's see where this thing is at. Let's see. First one. If we could get a water type, that could be kind of nice. So let's go with old water. So yeah, this is kind of interesting. You know, I had, you know, they had the side quests in Pokemon Legends Arceus 2. I'm assuming this is I did not go through and do all the side quests. So, looks like for this we're probably going to have to. I'm not sure what the flavor behind what just happened was. Okay. seems to me down this way. Oh, I didn't. My mistake. Yeah, I actually tried my hand at doing some Let's Plays before this. And I don't know, I did not think that I was very good at it. If it was something like Chandelar's great. I've enough experience with the game of Chandelar that okay, so where's this menacing poem? I have enough experience with the game of Chandelar that I've got like some tips or some background on what's going on, or like maybe provide some historical context for some of the stuff that's changed since changing the rules or changing the game. But for the Pokemon game, I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong here, but I feel like most people are familiar enough with. All right, so let's see. Somewhere around here, yeah. Right. It's probably not. Oh, nope, there it is. Glowing red eyes. Well, you want to do a 2v1? So, I mean, I guess I'm just using the same strategy. I'm using each other's strategy. Okay, now this is the flying. I wonder if there's like a strategy because I'm basically just going. Okay, so I died. Is that what happened here? Oh my gosh. Train up your team. Oh my gosh. Who told me that? Was that that guy that tried to hire me? Oh, what a joke. Okay, so we literally just trained up our team and healed all back to full. Alright, fine. So I think we're gonna get Fletchy out first. There's no dodging. Oh, there is dodging. Just not the way I did. Okay, oh gosh. And my punishment for dying is that I have to watch the cutscene again, because it was like so traumatic that I couldn't do myself. Alright, well, anyway, oh my gosh. No, come on. Alright, so now we're in the, swift button dash. I'm not doing as successfully as but we definitely are putting on like a shocking time. Did I die again? Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like they're doing a little bit not a great job at communicating. Okay, so here's one thing. Number one, if you can hit the B button to if you can hit the B button just once to start running, and you don't have to hold it down. Why do you have to hold down the target button to be able to attack the thing? Can anyone explain that to me? Alright, Bunnelby. We might have to use like actual tactics against him. Look at that. I'm not doing a full build. By the way. I'm not sure how I feel about this attacking the ground type of thing. That kind of goes against me. Oh, he can't attack you. He can only attack you. And that's probably the reason why I'm like being so successful. I just have to like sit out here and not like get hit by it. So we can't catch him. How many times can his attack fail? Hey, I mean, I'm a flying type. Ground type attacks don't work on flying types. That's how it works. Alpha Pokemon. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. So, we smited the Bunnelby and we got some fresh water. Okay. kind of want to play, but there may be a way around those things. Yeah. Well, let's see what our next side mission is going to be. So let's try this fella here. I wonder if there's an intended order, because that one was labeled as being number 1, so hopefully we randomly picked that's meant to be number 2. Looks like this one takes place in a clothing store. Maybe the next mission is going to involve doing some kind of thing with your cosmetics. Alright, what you got? Yeah, I'm her assistant. Pokemon Evolution, So we got a Thunderstone, Pikachu for Heracross. Heracross is what I actually think, right? So we need to catch Pika. And to do that, we're going to have to go back to that wild area that have Pikachu's in them. And I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing. And this is probably our other person that we're going to need to get a mission from. Ooh, Ghastly. Ghastly is a good one. We'll take those two. Unfortunately, this is not like the same wild area that had Pikachu in it. Or if it is, oh wait, we can fly? Oh heck yeah. Yeah, this is the one that has Pikachu. The mainline games, the stat changes go up 6 times. With this one, I believe it's only once. Oh, that's interesting. I had not considered that, but yeah, I think you are right that like the Growl and Leer and those types of attacks do not work the same way. So we got a Pikachu. It's like me getting attacked by the Pokemon is not a mechanic that I'm used to. That's my John. Dangerous to take too many hits. Shut up. Shaming me for playing. Probably gonna have to use our old pal Bunnelby for this one because he's a ground type. So all of those Thunder Shocks will not be dealing damage to him. Now, hopefully there's no, like, penalties for if you, scrub out like this, but, I guess we'll find out. You don't remember, Legend Z to A, where you had, like, you lost your, oh my gosh. How did a Pokemon see me? I'm behind a bush. Yeah, that's what Pikachu. I know what Pikachu is. How does that feel? Alright, we got a Pika, and we are OUT out of there. Alright, so now that we've collected the thing that we needed to collect, let's return back to this. Oh no. I could have fast traveled back here if I would have been smart. Instead I'm a dumb. Alright, but I did remember the most important thing about Pokemon games, which is to I remember in Baldur's Gate, like watching a playthrough or reading a guide or something, and the guy's talking about how like, yeah, you know, some people feel bad about like running all the time because it's you know, it's not very realistic because you know you wouldn't have enough stamina to like actually run all the time. So, and I was like, what are you talking about? You know, if the game lets you run all the time, why would you not just be running all the time? Do you like waiting? Because I don't. So yeah, I definitely the verisimilitude is a little bit challenged in situations like that. But like realistic travel times is not which one? Birthday? Yeah, sure. Why not? Be sure to enter it right. You can't change my birthday after it's registered. Well, darn. I think my birth month is January 1st. The month is the first number. Oh, wow, you guys were too lazy to like type the name. Actually, let me change it. Let me change it to 10, 18. We got all our mons healed up. Got a free stuff. Take free stuff. Okay, so our person I want to pretty feather, huh? We got a great ball. And we got our Heracross. Alright, now Heracross is a fun Pokemon. We might be like putting that on our actual team. Hopefully this isn't one of those situations where, like, I need to, you know, farm for a good Pikachu or something. Yeah, we surely did not. But yeah, this, to me, feels like the sort of thing that was, you know, being designed to get, like, boys. That's his name. His name's Boys. And we immediately evolve the Pikachu because now that the move reminder is free, there's no reason not to do that. Very nice, very nice. And it's Raichu. Alright, so... Ooh, we got for that one too. Alright, last one on the list. And, oh yeah, we got like a bug type. We got Sue. I guess it's this fella here. Yeah, I ran all the way over here. Lost my ring. Very important to get it back. It was in the grave when a Pokemon jumped out. What a mess. Yeah, Sableye. Ooh, interesting. You get to catch a Sableye. I don't know. Sableye is not that good anymore. Like his gimmick was like that he had no weaknesses. Unfortunately, that's not the case anymore. I'm very much more of a... Actually, that does remind me. How close is Kakuna? This guy here needs to get upgraded to something more. I kind of don't like saying bye to Talonflame when he like hard carried that fight with Pony for us. But at the same time, I really want to get Gastly into the rotation because Gastly is so good. Alright, so somewhere around here where Mr. Sableye was we're definitely going to have to fight a Sableye. Definitely. That place back there looked like it was pretty promising. Like, a big circle in the middle, like by the gravestone. Like, come on. That's definitely it. Like, where? No? Okay. Got this hidden clearing in the back here where the Sableye definitely is. Let's investigate. Yep, there it is. Of course we're battling. I guess he was probably saying why, right? It's saying why. So hopefully we manage to get into this encounter without having any work on the pest. One old bee. We're also we need Kakuna. We're trying to level. I feel like this is a little unsporting. We can definitely catch it, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, we did. Sableye was holding the chair straight. Yeah, look how happy I was right now. Turn into my client. Okay, wonder how you sell it to the client. I would definitely be like a villain if Pokemon was like a big thing. Alright, so we exit the area. Looks like the client is actually down this way. Pick up a couple of fleas on the way here. Sableye and the ring. Yep, it sure was. It's the wedding ring on wonderful husband. Wow, you know, he probably would have been a little upset if you lost it to him. So what did I get? $4 grand? Holy. Sableye will probably, wow. Alright, well, let's see what the Richard Bureau has for us. Repeat ball. I suppose. Pick it up next. We're gonna have all day here. Alright, let's see what our reward for getting all those errands done is. Yep, real promise. I hope that by saying that I already know how to evolve. Mega Evolution! Watch another cutscene while we. Oh my gosh. Let's walk 3 feet and then watch another cutscene. That is exactly what I want to do right now, Pokemon. Oh my gosh. Hopefully they heal my mons before we move out. If not, I guess whatever. Looks like we got ready to get it drill now. But yeah, that was dumb. I should have obviously hit the Pokemon. And we got Ampharos. So now that we have real look at that delightful hair. Yeah. So anyway, give me the Mega Stone. Or the Mega Ring. Black Floyd. Alright, so that is, I think, a good stopping point for today. Thanks to everybody who joined in for the ride, and I will see you all sometime tomorrow when we pick it back up.